It's really cold outside today, but yeah, I suppose it's snowing, which is quite cool. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about my e-bike, which I've recently just clicked over 1,000 kilometers on. I think it's closer to 1,100. But there are a couple of things you need to know about these e-bikes before anybody would consider buying one. It's not that simple as owning a normal car or a motorbike, but let me explain.
So these e-bikes are really dangerous. Within having one for 6 months, I've had 5 accidents so far. I've fallen off of it, I've had somebody driving down the e-bike lane the wrong way, and most importantly, the other 3 happened with bicycles just turning instantly without looking. One of them being a very old man, which is kind of an issue if you hit an old man in China. But if you stick to a rule of not going over 30 kilometers per hour in the e-bike lane, you'll be fine.
The problem with all of these accidents is that the bike does tend to get damaged quite a bit. 1, 2, that's indicator number 1. This one got broken by somebody who parked next to me and then somebody stole it. The other thing that causes all of this damage is the fact that China's very restricted for space. So whenever you go somewhere and park your e-bike somewhere, people will park really close to you, they'll scratch your bike, they will move it without your permission, and yeah, through all of that, other people don't really care for the welfare for your bike. So buying a fancy e-bike is definitely not a recommendation, because yeah, you're just going to be heartbroken the whole time because you get there and it's got another scratch on it. With the e-bikes, they are considered bicycles, so you drive them in the bicycle lane. So you do not need a license for them. But this is not to say that these things are faster than they should be. My e-bike can do 70 kilometers an hour. That's the fastest I've gotten it to go. It gets to 60 kilometers an hour at a faster rate than I would say a 250cc 2-stroke would. It is way faster than it should be. So the problem is that you do, for an overtake, it's really useful to have one of the faster ones like mine. You get the little ones where you can take the battery out. They're nice and convenient, but they only do about 12 kilometers per hour, and no, they only do 12 kilometers, not 12 kilometers per hour. Get one with a bigger battery like mine. They're about 3,000 RMB. I wouldn't waste your time on a smaller one. It's faster, you have the acceleration you need to get yourself out of trouble, but you need to be very careful not to drive faster than you should. No faster than 30 kilometers per hour. One of the most fantastic things about the e-bike is how cheap it is to run. It cost me 50 RMB to do 900 kilometers, okay? And I was not driving slowly when I did this. I was doing it at speeds of average 30, 40, 50 kilometers an hour getting around town. It only does 40 kilometers per charge. But this is where the issue comes in with the e-bike, is that when you run out of battery, you're stuffed. It's not like a car where you can just drive to the petrol station and put more in. No, you actually need to sit there and wait for it to charge completely before you can go anywhere. And another thing that's happened to me a few times, and I've kind of, gotten a bit aware of it now, is that when I'm driving home and I'm like, I want to get home quickly, and I drive fast, and then the battery goes down and down and down, and it actually got to the point where I had to do 2 kilometers where my e-bike could only drive 5 kilometers per hour. So it's a bit inconvenient, but it is so cheap and it's actually fairly reliable for what it is. Aside from the fact that these bikes are really cheap to run, the other thing is that they are actually the fastest form of transport I have found in China. They're faster than driving a car, than taking a taxi, they're faster than taking the bus. And it's all cheaper than running those things. Taxis they're okay, they're not too badly priced, but come on, we can't go everywhere on a taxi. It's convenient, you can go wherever you want, when you want. Really the best form of transport if you're living in China and you don't want to make the hassle of getting a driver's license and you're tired of the bus. The bus, I really don't enjoy the bus. I really love my e-bike. And I would recommend it, but just remember to stay safe, guys. And that's me for the video. Bye. So yeah guys, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and ask any questions if you have any. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna talk about my air cleaner, air purifier thing and see, I want to look at the filter and have my comments on that. But yeah guys, thanks for watching, and until next time.